Alright, so here's something I'm going to show you guys. Um, so this machine, I bought this one from one seller, and it was like $36. I bought this one, and it was $23 from a different seller, and as soon as I bought it, it went up to $36. Um, they've got two different sellers on Amazon that are selling these, and they'll come with like this color, red, gold, black, blue, and I think that's it. But um, these are probably the best tattoo machine you're going to be able to buy on Amazon for the price. And the reason is because everything about it is perfect for the most part, other than the armature bar. The armature bar is not good. Anytime armature bar looks like this, they're usually not good. They usually, need to be a dark color. It means that this is kind of some funky, junky metal. Unless it looks like this, and it's been chrome plated. These are not chrome plated, they're like a zinc alloy. So, no, I don't like this kind of metal. Like raw, cold rolled steel armature bars, which these look like. So, now, when you get a machine like this, if you move this little piece here, and you want to look down in there, and you want to see if it looks like copper wire or not, or if it looks like copper coated aluminum. Because if it's copper coated aluminum, the machine's never going to run right. Like these ones here, they run okay because it's like a larger size coil. And this one here doesn't really run okay. You can turn the voltage up really, really high. And I had a machine that I bought the other day, and the coils were like this short, even though they showed ones like this. And it was getting so hot, it wasn't even funny. I could feel the heat through here, you could feel the heat through this part here, and then I realized, hey, this thing's aluminum. So you just got to look down in here, and some of them are easier to tell than others. And you usually don't have to remove anything. So, but they're deceptive about it. So you can coat a wire that's aluminum with any color enamel on the outside that you want. I mean, how do you think they make the green and red coils? That's not the color of the copper. So, and also in amateur radio, I have experienced where they would take coax and they would use steel and copper-clad steel for the outside shield. So they do lots of really funky things in China to cut costs, and because they sell so much stuff, they think about it. The amount of money they're saving when they wind these coppers with these copper coils that you think they're copper with aluminum is huge. It ends up being millions of dollars, if they make millions of these machines. So, this is another previous one. So we'll just show you so you can see another one. And you'll see that it's copper. I mean, like, I can't really show you very well on the camera, but let's see here. Here's a kit that I bought, and I wondered why these things worked so damn good compared to everything else. And like, yeah, they're 24 millimeter coils. They're tiny. They say they're like 10 wraps, whatever. They hit hard, and they don't need a lot of voltage. And it's like, oh, because they're copper, and into cast iron frame, or a welded steel frame, whatever it might be. I mean, so when you buy these things, you want something that doesn't have a yoke on it, in my opinion. I mean, this is a zinc alloy frame. It needs a yoke to combine the shape of these. So with the yoke in the bottom here, these kind of form like a horseshoe magnet. Without the yoke, or a crappy yoke, they just kind of, don't work well. But, the thing is with aluminum, especially in electrical, when you're doing houses and stuff like that where it's current carrying wire, you need double the thickness of aluminum to equal that of copper, at least to be safe. So if we're using 24 gauge wire on these, then when we switch to aluminum, we're going to need like something like 12 gauge wire, and it's not possible to wind these things with 12 gauge wire, you know. At any rate, this is a good machine. I haven't run this one yet. Here, we'll power it up just really quick. I got it at like 6 volts, and I had to move the contact screw. These, by the way, don't listen to the reviews. These are not silver contact points. They're copper, okay? There's not silver in there. I don't know, maybe the guy had one, but if he didn't post a picture, then there's no proof. And you're not going to get one with that on it. Guaranteed. So, the other thing I noticed is I have one washer on this one, and the screw is flush. And on this other one, there's 2 washers, and the screw is sticking out. And I had to put like a drop of oil on this one because it kind of really didn't want to work right. But this one is also not all the way through. It needs to be adjusted. We're not worried about that right now. This machine also looks a little more tarnished in certain places than the other one. So we got to get our Allen wrenches out, and we'll adjust this really fast. I don't know why they always ship them this way. Sometimes the contact screw, it sticks out so far that they need to do that so that it won't protrude in the box. But these are just angled a little bit, and it's still going to hit. So, if you're going to line with it, it's out there pretty far for a liner. It really is. So it would be better to change the spring. I've lined with the other one just fine, but it also doesn't seem like the spring is as far on that one. Maybe it's just my imagination. No, the spring is back farther on this one. This one's already past the nipple. This one's just behind it. It's not going to make a huge difference, but this one might be worse at lining. So we've got it set really, really fast gap. As you can hear, it's screaming. So we'll set it about a nickel. And it hits fairly hard at 6 volts. And if you turn it up to like say 8, it's going to tear you up. It's strong. Okay, so 7 still hits really hard. I mean, I got it running at like 3 right now. So it stops at about 3. So about 6 volts is probably where this thing wants to run at. Seems good to me. Now here, I'll let you hear the other one that's already hooked up and stuff. They get the rubber band wrapped around there because it's too tight the other way. They got like the wrong size rubber bands in one kit. Watered the cup again. Okay. I'll show you guys really fast. Find my wipe. Okay. This is the other one. That's an 11 round liner. I just take oranges and I practice on them. So anyway, yeah. And that one works good. So you buy one of these, if you can figure out how to get it set up if you're new, you should be good to go.